We have two motors that pretty much drive everything except the drivetrain. We have these van door motors, which are in first choice, attached to a belt system, 2-to-1 approximately pulley system. The pulleys are mounted to what we call the grabber arm. So the grabbers are pneumatically actuated. We have a sensor that when the ball comes in, it automatically closes and grabs the ball. From that point, these motors drive the grabber up and backwards, okay, into the arm. It then drives backwards and cocks the arm. We have a limit switch that stops the motors at that point. We have constant tension springs and latex. Constant tension springs are each 80 pounds. We have 160 pounds of force. We use the latex to kind of fine tune that. Right now we have 3 wraps and 2 wraps. We're just still doing some little tuning on that. At that point we are cocked and set into position. We can drive around in that position. We can hold it that position. When we're ready to fire, we open the arms out of the way and then drive the arm forward. At this point, we have a part of the grabber that contacts the trigger, and then the catapult is going to throw the ball forward. All right, so it's going to hit the trigger and shoot it like that. Okay? So right now, when we're sitting there, other than the latex, this is fully unloaded. In fact, even with the latex, we don't have a lot of stored energy where it could hit someone, because we built these spring assemblies to contain all of the energy so that there's no loaded spring out while we're sitting there. Once we cock it, we tell everyone that it's cocked, but right now we've got it loaded out of position. So again, those same 2 motors drive the arm, cock it, get out of the way, and launch it. So that's everything that drives the mechanisms. The drivetrain is this kitted parts chassis from Handymark. Same wheels, same belts, same motors, same gearbox. Right now we have kitted parts gear ratio. We just bought the new gears to run a faster gear ratio so we can run a little faster. So we control those motors, and then the only other control again is these pneumatics. So we have very little outputs. We're running some sensors. You can see the big light ring. We've got 2 cameras that'll track everything in a quarter mile of the field and do something with it. So we're basically telling where we are distance-wise, position-wise. So we can line up on the targets, we can line up on the truss, we can line up on other robots, we can line up on the balls. So all that's set into position. We have the cameras are run by PC Duinos. We have one on board, the other one we're waiting for the mounting case. We'll mount that. And that's pretty much it, other than the sensor up front that automatically triggers. We have limit switches to keep from over travel. Everything is pretty simple this year. We're weighing right about 100 pounds. The only one other thing that we haven't added on is we've got a couple of little arms that we're tweaking for the catapult bar just to hold the ball a little bit. We haven't put those on. Other than that, everything's in pretty good shape.